Siyata Dishmai, we're going to learn a little bit more of the gates of the Baal Shem Tov and the idea of being in a state of joy when you're serving Hashem. This is from Tzfat Rivash and the Torah, the Magid. Different behaviors that the Baal Shem Tov had, different things that he would say. It says, V'yeh tamid besimcha. You should constantly be in a state of joy. V'yachshov v'yamin be'emunah shlema. And believe and think with full emunah. She'ashchina etzlo v'shomeret oto. The Shekhinah is with you and is watching over you and protecting you. V'hu b'borei yitbarach v'aborei yitbarach bo. You are in Hashem and Hashem is in you. B'chol ivarav v'ruchotav. In all of your limbs, in all of your spirits, in all of your breath. V'hu mistakel al haborei yitbarach v'aborei yitbarach mistakel bo. You look at Hashem and Hashem looks at you. You're always with Hashem. Therefore you should always be in a state of joy. Because if you're with Hashem, how could you be sad? What are you lacking? What's wrong? There's nothing lacking in the palace of the king. Nothing's lacking. As long as you can get inside the palace of the king, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Another Torah from the same book. Don't go into too many stringencies and fine details in everything that you're doing. This is the intention of the evil inclination. He wants to, the Yetzer Hara wants you to think, maybe I wasn't Yotze, maybe I didn't do the mitzvah, maybe I... Why does he want to do that? Why does he want to put doubts in your Avodat Hashem? To get you to depression, to get you to sadness. Why does he want you to get into depression? Because that's the number one obstacle in Avodat Hashem. The number one thing preventing anybody from connecting to Hashem is the fact that they're down and they don't believe in themselves. And even if you did sin, even if you did make a mistake and you tripped up, do not get too down to the point where you nullify your avodah, what you need to be doing. Be sad on the sin, the fact that it happened, right? Regret that it happened, and go back to being happy with Hashem. That's the process of tshuva. Sorry about what was, but now I want to be happy with you. Because the whole point of saying sorry is to come back to the relationship. And what's the nature of the relationship? To be b'simcha. So why would I ever say sorry and stay in saying sorry for a long time? How long does it take to say sorry? One sincere sentence from the heart, when the time is right. Sometimes you can't get there. You have to wait a little bit. But once you do tshuva, the point of doing tshuva is to be happy with Hashem again. כיוון שהוא מתחרט בחרטה גמורה ודעתו שלא ישוב לכסלה בשום פעם, since your intention is pure, I'm sorry Hashem, I messed up, I didn't want to do it, I don't intend to do it, I really pray and hope I never again in my life fall to such a place. And even if you know for sure 100% that it might happen, because there's different preventions in life, there's hard things in life, we're not perfect. One thing's for sure, you cannot be sad. And you have to think, Hashem is the one that knows what's going on in every heart, inside every kidney. He knows what's going on deep down inside. Hashem knows that you want to do the best. He knows that you want to be good. He knows that you're seeking out ways to be able to be focused and to do what you have to do. But you can't. All you have to do is hold on to the simcha that you have in Hashem. If we can hold on to our joy with Hashem, then we can hold on to everything. And here we go. שמעתי ממורי עניין מילתא דבדיחותא קודם הלימוד כי החיות רצו ושוב. The Baal Shem Tov, right? There's an idea in the Gemara that they said they used to tell jokes before class, before they would start giving a drasha, the rabbis. They would tell a joke in order to open up the minds and the hearts of the students. The Baal Shem Tov spoke about this, and he said, "Ahayot ratzo v'shov." The angels running and returning, right? Like life, everything in life is ups and downs. V'adam hu besod gadlut v'kadlut. A person is the secret of greatness and smallness, meaning expanded mind where everything makes sense to you, and a constricted mind where everything's hard for you. Each one of us is the idea, the secret of gadlut and katnut. Everything's okay, everything sucks. Everything's okay, everything sucks. That's life, ups and downs, ups and downs. By way of joy, by way of jokes. Yotze mikatnut legadlut. You can come out of a small-minded set into an expanded mindset. Lilmod v'lidabek bo yitbarach shmo. To know how to learn, to do tefillah, to have Dveikut with Hashem. V'divrei chacham chen. The words of a wise man. This is the truth. This is beautiful. This is real truth. So too, there was a story, right? There's a story in Masechet Ta'anit of Trei Badache. There was two people that would make people laugh. The story in the Gemara is that there's a person in the shuk, in the market, and Eliyahu Navi comes to him, and he says, "Show me two people that are going to be in the world to come." And Eliyahu points out in the shuk two people that make people laugh. Two jokesters. He says, what's their inyan? They make people laugh. Because of that, they're going to the Olam Haba. The Baal Shem Tov had to go into this. What's behind this? What's going on here? They make people laugh, so they're going to the Olam Haba. The Baal Shem Tov explained on that story, Shayu mifakchim tzar ha'adam al yedei milta de v'dichuta. What would they do? They were trying to help people find wisdom, find the connecting points of connection back to Hashem in all of the pain that they're going through by way of their jokes. And then they were able to bring their pain closer and their people closer and to elevate them back up to the source. So this person's walking through the market and they have a hard time. These jokesters get them, they start making jokes about their situation or whatever it is, but all with a deep intention that the joke should remove some of the pain from the physical world pain that they're experiencing here on that idea, and help see how Hashem is there and elevate it back up to its source, helping them themselves elevate and connect back to their source. People that make jokes like that definitely have a place in the world to come, right? Jokes can never be to push down another person, to make fun of another person, to ridicule another person. Roasting, like they say, right? The whole Hollywood world in America, we do a roast on a celebrity. A guy goes and gives his life making movies, making people happy, playing sports, whatever it is. How do we celebrate him? Let's ridicule him, make fun of him, bash him, bring up all of the worst things he ever did, said, embarrassing things that he happened, let's make fun of him. How could that be a celebration of a person's life? It's not. It's part of their humiliation tactics, right? We want to make sure that any jokes that we tell should elevate us up. And with that, why not finish off with a little joke from Rav Arush. Rav Arush, Rav Shalom Arush Shlita, may Hashem give him refuah shlema and everything he needs, amen. Rav Shalom tells an amazing joke that I love, and I tell it all the time. You guys just maybe haven't heard it, but I tell it one-on-one with people. Rav Arush tells a joke like this. He says, it was the king of the jungle, it was a lion, it was his birthday. And all of the animals of the jungle want to come, not his birthday, sorry, it was his wedding. The king of the jungle, the lion, had a wedding. And everybody's coming to say Mazal Tov to the king. And all these animals are coming, right? The giraffe comes, and the rhinoceros comes, and the elephant comes. Each one comes to say something Mazal Tov to wish the king. All of a sudden, a mouse comes, and the mouse comes to the lion and says, Mazal Tov Achi, congratulations my brother. And the lion looks at this little mouse and, thank you for your wishes, but brother, Achi, do we look like brothers? I'm a lion, I'm king of the jungle, you're a mouse. How dare you call me brother? And the mouse looks up at the lion and he says, don't worry my brother, before my wedding I was also a lion. And this is Zat Hashem. I guess for you guys, you got to be married for it to understand it, but Amivin Yavin, whoever understands. This is, we need jokes, right? We need jokes, we need a laugh, we need to be simcha, like Rav Nachman says. Sometimes we can't get internally in our hearts and in our minds a place of simcha, so then we need something external, a little dance, clapping of the hands, but the goal is to be in a state of joy, B'ezrat Hashem.